It's Local Show. I'm Lily, and I'm here with Grocery Bag. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Bella. I sing, play guitar, and play drums occasionally.
I'm Dylan. I play the guitar, I sing sometimes, and I play bass for one song.
I'm Logan. I play bass. I play guitar. I sing like 2 words.
I'm Jimmy. I play drums and guitar for one song.
We are currently not in Studio C. We're not in San Marcos. We are in Austin, Texas at Arc Park, right next to Pearl Street Co-op. It's really cold. It's
Quite chilly.
really
A little
cold.
brisk.
I was just about to say that.
A bit nippy.
They just played us a couple songs, 2 that we currently have in rotation and 1 new one. Those 2 are also on their debut album, Break You. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about that?
So about a year ago in November, we finally had the tracks ready to go. We had them all worked out and whatnot sonically, and we hit up Jackson Baker because, we know that he does some pretty diligent work, as seen with Sad Cell and his own music, which is Exist. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. So we hopped in the studio for about 7 or 8 days, 7 tracks, boom, bam, got them done.
Yep.
Mixed and mastered by, March or May?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then
We sat on it.
we were sitting for a little bit.
Yeah, it took us a little bit. It was mostly like the artwork and
Yeah.
stuff and getting distribution stuff figured
assets.
out. Yeah.
It was fun, though.
I think one of my favorites, mix-wise, was Break You, and that was just like perfect. And then I think also Crossing and Bends are just really fun songs to play, and so I really enjoy those ones.
Logan, favorite song?
Definitely Alone. Alone, I think, is just super tight. I think we got that on the first take. I'm pretty sure, first or second. And it just felt right, and I'm glad that's how it came out.
I really like all the songs, but I really enjoy playing Crossing technically because of the parts. It's just a fun challenge. It's a lot of the whole song, so it's quite a workout. And then the bends is really fun because we get to switch, and it always is a mystery of what will happen live, but very fun. A lot of energy.
So Jackson's in Witches Exist, which Jimmy, you're also in Witches Exist. You're in multiple bands. How do you balance being in multiple bands and just social life and other stuff that you do?
Memory and Google Calendar go really well, but I don't know. I think each project that I'm in just offers something that is different from one another. I think of Grocery Bag is more of a drumming outlet, and which is more guitar based of an outlet, which is fun because they're both different. But I keep up with it by just making sure nothing overlaps each other. And if a show happens to be on the same day, just making sure we can make it from one place to another.
Definitely had a couple of moments where just okay, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? Or if we're gonna
He's
be on
in.
time. Yeah, definitely. But just gotta keep those calendars synced.
I've heard that you guys are already making new music. Want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so since we've been playing, we've written a bunch of music and we played pretty much all the new stuff that may be on a second album. We've already played it all live, so everyone's already heard it. But yeah, it just depends if we feel like playing it or not sometimes. And yeah, there's definitely a lot.
Yeah, we've probably got 4-ish songs that are show ready, but we want to play them for a while to figure out what we like to do with them live so that we can translate that to in the studio. Because the way we play some of our songs off Break You live are different than how we recorded them in the studio.
Yeah.
That's
So,
always fun, though.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you guys, as of today, I think 3 times. But it's always a little bit different each time, which is fun.
That's why we never know how a song is gonna go live, and like Jimmy was saying on Ben's, we never know how that song's gonna go, and I'm always just wondering, am I gonna be running a marathon right now, or am I just gonna be chilling for the night? So
Last night you ran a marathon.
I ran a marathon last night. Yeah.
And the night before.
And the other night before. Yeah, I did not expect the songs to go longer than it did, but yeah.
Who would you say your biggest influences are?
Ooh. For me, I think something that like really stuck out to me growing up was like listening to Jack White and how cool it was to see him like be in a bunch of different projects and also play like different instruments in them. And so I really enjoyed that, and it kind of made me like want to be a multi-instrumentalist too and learn everything at the same time pretty much. And then also like Ty Segall is a really big influence for me that I would say like was more as I got into like middle school or high school. Him the same thing, multiple like bands, he records, he plays drums, guitar, bass, everything. And so I really take inspiration from like musicians like that just do everything.
I really like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
That's not a surprise
Obviously.
at all.
Wait, what?
Those guys make me so happy. I love the energy that they put out into the world, and I like the feeling that I get from like listening to the music or like going to their shows. Like I want to put that into our own music and put that like energy out in our live shows. Like I love it so much. It's so much fun. Those guys are rock.
How many times have you seen them?
We've seen them a bunch of times.
I think I've seen them 7.
Okay.
We've even traveled
as
uptown.
a whole, I think we've seen them 4 times.
Yeah,
Like,
together
all of
like
us.
we've us as a band have probably seen them 3
No,
if not 4
at
times.
least
No, it
5 or
might be
6.
a little bit more.
Levitation, California.
Yeah, and then
Atlanta.
Yeah.
we're
Crazy.
big Giz
We're nerds.
fans.
Yeah.
Well, besides Giz, obviously, I have a lot. I don't even know. I
Say it. Just say it. We know.
I mean, I love Tears for Fears, like a good bit. But I would say I take a lot of influence for this band, like Sting and Stu, a little bit. Hopefully, maybe I don't know. It might translate a little bit, but
Absolutely.
that's a big influence.
As of more recently, I would say I'm getting a lot of influence from Pavement, Steve Malcolmus, Steve West, and that whole, kind of lo-fi rock type deal. But I think more in Grocery Bag, it's pretty progressive, like Rush, Yes, The Police. And I want to incorporate more elements of like Can or Frank Zappa and Yes. So like, I don't know, getting more noisy and weirder, I'd say.
Okay. I can definitely hear all of those influences, so that's awesome. Especially King Giz.
Really?
Really?
No, actually, I lied about that. Not at all. That's a total shocker.
You don't hear
to
the
me.
Tears for Fears?
Maybe I need to listen a little closer. But you guys had a pretty busy 2023. Do you have any big plans for 2024?
Keep playing more shows and possibly do some little tours here and there. Yeah, I think that's like a goal of mine, just to get out there more.
I really want to record another record. Maybe towards like the end of summer. I really want us to go on tour in July. I really want us to value our time more and try and just not practice as much, but just like jam more, just like so we can get better used to like reading each other's minds and like translating like jamming to live. I feel like we should jam more live, but
Definitely agree with Dylan. Like, kind of expanding our horizons, not even just like performance-wise, but also maybe, like Jimmy said, some genre mix-ups a little bit would be cool. I think some of the new stuff we're working on kind of is developing like that.
That Tears for Fears,
Not quite.
that Police.
We're actually just gonna go pop.
We're just going
Okay.
pop. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
actually
some
what-
Britney.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
get
could
some
see
headsets.
Like more like
Dylan
Gaga.
as Britney. Okay. What was your favorite show of 2023?
Oh, it's obvious. Come on.
Wait.
We released an album.
Oh yeah, our album release. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we had an album release show at the parish with some of our friends, and it was really fun just to see like all the people that we used to go out to go see at shows, like just show up for our show too, and like play it with us. So it was really special and a great night.
the co-op shows that we played this year were super fun. Shout out Moon Baby, thank you so much. The the Pearl show in April, the Eeyore's birthday, that was so much fun. It felt very rewarding because like the fire alarm like went off right after us.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, sorry, party van.
Maybe set
Yeah.
a pattern for that to happen at every Pearl show after that.
Yeah.
Kind of been.
But yeah, co-op shows and then our release show was super fun. So
I'd say the release show, obviously, but we just played this festival called Wizard Rodeo, and I think
Ooh, yes.
the lineup made it feel. It was like our first festival. It was just a great experience.
Was that the
honestly.
one that Deerhoof?
Deerhoof
Yes.
headline? Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It was really
They're
cool.
awesome.
that first South by show that we played in the backyard, like across the street over there. You remember
Ooh,
that
with
one?
Witches and
Yeah, with Witches and Fading Yellow.
Fading
That
Yellow.
was
Okay.
really
Oh,
fun.
that was
That
cool.
one was great.
And the police got called. It was awesome.
The police
Yeah.
got called. A bunch of people took like the bottles of whiskey. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it was like the homeowners were just like, yeah, cops are coming, but just keep going and just like try to finish as quick as you can. And we're like, okay, we're
Yeah.
not stopping. So we ran through that set in perfect timing, and then like after we were done, it's like everyone get out.
I think they were
Evacuate.
pretty pissed at us. They kind of wanted everyone to just like leave.
Yeah, but
Rock and roll.
I think they really enjoyed it though, because they were just like, no, keep going, and so it was really fun.
Dude, the Pussy Gillette shows that we played,
Oh yeah,
those
they've
are
been
so
great.
much fun, honestly.
How many times have you guys played with them?
A lot.
Three,
Okay.
right?
Something like that.
They're really
F-
cool. I
yeah.
definitely want to see them at some point.
They're so good.
Yeah, very nice people.
Yesterday was
too.
4 actually.
Yeah, I think it was.
FSG,
That's right.
Chess Club, Wizard Rodeo, and last night at Hotel Vegas.
Yeah,
Those guys are so nice.
they're great. I love them.
What would you say is like a big difference between playing like co-op shows and like backyard shows to like playing venues like Hotel Vegas? I mean, besides like the obvious like age gap of 21 up, and like which do you prefer?
Co-ops, house shows, and all that. I think is what I prefer, because it's just like it's so like laid back and it's not too strict on like rules and stuff. I mean, obviously there are some rules, but it's
No
just more
smoking.
like, yeah, it's
No glass.
more all ages kind of, sort of.
18 plus.
Yeah, 18
18
plus.
plus.
You can definitely have a bigger crowd for those kind of shows, whereas like the 21 plus shows, it's just like, not that many people or friends are able to come out and see. So
But I will say to the flip side is playing a venue, there's going to be people there that wouldn't be at the co-op show. And I feel like
yeah,
we've actually, I would say the last 3 or 4 months, we've actually gained some fans that I see at every single show now, which is
Yeah.
really cool and rewarding. I think it's definitely a highlight of playing not the co-op.
yeah,
You know.
we were definitely brought up though through like the co-op scene, and so I think
Shout out
that
Boom Baby.
yeah, shout out Moon Baby, that helped a lot in the beginning, and it's just like show after show, crowd after crowd. You know, it was packed, and that really helped us like kind of break through the scene a little bit more. But venues are also really fun because it's more like, okay, you show up and you know what's going to happen. Co-ops, you don't know what's going to go down. You don't
I
know if a
love a
fire
good
alarm's going to
venue.
go off. So,
I really love playing like around here, like around West Campus and like all like the DIY stuff. It's so much fun. No one brings the energy like the kids down here. Like everyone's off a sick one, low key, and it's like so much fun to see that happening from stage. But I really do love playing like at the venues. I love like Hotel Vegas. Like I feel like everyone there is so cool and so appreciative of like the Austin music scene. So I really like that, like playing there.
I think both have their pros and cons, but I think since we've been playing a bit more venues recently, I've really appreciated just like how it sounds mostly. It's just you can really like feel it, especially like on stage when you have like a monitor and there's like a sub and you can just like poof, poof. That's a sick feeling.
And you can jump off stuff
yeah.
like a stage.
And that's always a
Yeah.
plus.
And there's like
Always
more
plus.
people there who are helping the show run, you know, like the sound person and stage hands and all. They're going to keep you in check.
But we love co-op shows. Don't get us wrong.
yes.
Forgot about one show that has really stuck with me. We played a show in San Antonio at Paper Tiger with one of our
Ooh,
favorite
yeah.
bands, and it definitely like broadened our horizons.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who I'm talking about.
Paper Tiger.
Wombo.
No, I mean yes, Wombo's great.
Whoa.
That I forgot about that show.
Wombo and Die Star. Those
Star,
those
yeah.
those Paper Tiger
Oh.
shows were so much fun.
Like
Small
that was
and
a
big
great-
stage. Yeah. That was killer.
We played so many shows that I'm like, I don't even remember.
What's the count at?
We are about to hit 80, I think.
80 shows in a year and a half.
Yeah,
Something like that. I don't know. It's weird though. Like some people will come up to us at shows and be like, "Oh, I was at this show," or I saw you guys at this one that was like a year ago," and I'm just like, "When did we play there?" And I was like, "I don't remember that," and they're like, "No, I was there," and I was just like, "Okay, believe you, I guess." So
All of like the hole in the wall shows have like totally just like are like a blur in my mind. Like I can't think of like a specific hole in the wall show that we've played except for like the last one.
even like Electric Church, we were playing there pretty often too. That yeah, rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Electric Church.
But yeah, there were some shows that I don't even like remember.
You guys are just too goated. Honestly.
We're goated.
If you woke up as a bug, what bug would you want to be?
Gosh, someone asked me the
Oh
other
my
day like
goodness.
what kind of bug I would want to
That's
be.
too silly.
Actually, can we do a different question?
No. I was just
No.
Butterfly.
Not a grasshopper?
I'm a beautiful butterfly. Yeah, that's me. I'm the butterfly. Butterfly 3000.
Dude, come on. Like, okay, I'm Butterfly 3001.
Oh, so true.
Maybe like a ladybug, because they can fly away, and you probably have a
You guys are choosing all the pretty ones.
lower statistic of being killed.
That's true.
I'm a roach.
That's true.
Okay, I'll pick one that's really hard to find. I'll pick a walking stick.
Oh,
Or a roly-poly.
Oh yeah,
I love roly-poly.
We just watched what was it, Bug's Life the other day at the house, and so now I'm just like thinking of like that movie.
Bell and Me or Tuck and Roll.
Yes.
I haven't watched Bug's Life in a fat while.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it in a
I was
while.
a big roly-poly kid. I would like pick them
Same.
out of the dirt.
Yeah, I used to go pick
You
up
monster.
rocks and like grab a bunch of them.
You didn't
my
eat them, right?
hand. No.
Okay, good.
One time,
That's
one,
where that was
one
going.
time I did try to see if they could swim.
Oh.
They can't.
Pause.
Ooh.
To him.
But I was like 5.
Okay.
So, how did you guys come up with Grocery Bag? Such a simple but random band name.
Take it away, Bella.
Okay, so it all started when I used to live in San Antonio, and I was in multiple bands at the time, and I would throw parties every once in a while at like my parents' house just for fun, and they would just be like, "Yeah, let's just have like family and friends come over and just very chill, laid back stuff." And I always wanted to play like other style of music, and so I got some old friends of mine from like different bands just to like kind of make it like a screw around band. It was just like nothing serious. And so we did this one house show party at my parents' house. It was in my dad's garage. We had Acid Carousel, Cosmic Chaos, and then like my other bands, like all my bands played that same night. And then we had Grocery Bag play. But during practice, I was just like, what do you guys want to be called? Like, should we just make something up on the spot? And they're just like, yeah, just like look at something randomly. And in my dad's garage, he had this old grocery store sign. It said Grocery Bag and like fresh goods and all this other stuff. And it's huge. And so I was just like, yeah, we don't really got a band name, but we'll be called Grocery Bag. And so it just stuck with that. And then I started getting asked for other shows, and they were kind of the band that I was just like, yeah, we can get together if we want and, play things, and it won't be anything serious. And I never thought of that. And then I moved to Austin and was getting asked for shows, and none of my bands could do it. And so I asked these guys like, hey, you want to put this project together that I started like a year ago or so? And they all said yes, and never changed the name.
We have nicknames like Garbage Bag.
Yeah,
My
we
mom
call
calls me like garbage bag every.
Yeah, we
every
get mixed
time.
up.
That's kind of mean.
Forgot what else
She doesn't know
someone
better.
called us, but yeah. I guess that's if we sound like really bad that night. We're called Garbage Bag.
Yeah.
But
See, that's mean.
There's some
life.
serious critics out there. They'll let you know.
no.
Well, that's Grocery Bag.
We're Garbage Bag.
Yeah, that's Garbage
We're good.
Bag.
Garbage Bag if we...
Anyone you want to shout out real quick?
Moon Baby.
Yes.
For the third
Love You,
time.
Christina.
Shout out Jackson Baker,
Jackson Baker.
Max Lorenzen, Carson Roller, Cole
Right.
Pooler.
Shout out
Ryan York.
Dream Joker.
Oh, 527.
When you see him in a lobby, you should just back out immediately.
Please.
Oh.
Peter Griffin Fortnite skin.
Satanic Monkey.
Sean.
My mom.
Shout out our families.
Evan Campbell.
Yes.
My dad.
Shout out Evan Campbell.
Will Johnson.
My younger brother.
Everyone that goes out to a show. There
Yeah.
we go.
Seriously.
European Sun.
European Sun doing
European
sick
Sun.
lights too.
All this amazing stuff.
Yeah.
I'd also like to shout out Reverb.
Oh yeah. What else can we
like the
list out
same.
of gear?
John Dwyer, King Gizzard, Will Grover.
My Sweetwater
Gus
sales
Baldwin,
engineer.
John Cosmic, Patrick Cosmic,
Shout out Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Doran
Heavy
from
on
Mazown.
Facebook Marketplace.
Ollie from Mazown.
Craigslist.
Everything that's gotten us to where we're at.
Death
Shout
by
out.
Audio.
No build mode.
A place to bury strangers.
Yes.
We could just keep going, you know.
The Mer-
Final shout outs. Shout out local shows. Shout out KTSW 89.9.
Shout out College Radio.
Rock
Yeah.
on.
Shout out.
And that's it.